Welcome back to WDL with the German, and this is another video. No, it's not my usually crazy weekly videos. Wife said I gotta make real quick some reviews on some items we purchased lately. So I will do this. I combine them all in a video because I'm not talking about hours and hours about one item. There's not much to say. I just say how it is, what I think about it. So let's start out with Fujifilm. Usually I film with an XP60, a Fujifilm XP60, what we replaced now. Because it's done. We dropped it so many times. We abused that camera the last 6 years. So it was time to get a new one. We needed a camera what is basically waterproof, dustproof, and shockproof. We use it outside in freezing temperatures when we make YouTube videos. So we bought a new XP120. We hope we get the same amount of use out of this camera. It is a real nice camera. What's different on it now, has also Wi-Fi, and you can download an app from the App Store so you can control it remotely. Like I said, I use this camera only in inclement weather out there, and I'm not gonna go diving with it, so I cannot say if it's really waterproof to 60 feet down, but I know it will be shockproof to 5 feet at least, because our other XP60 we dropped from 20 feet and it still worked. It goes all the way up to 60 frames per second in high resolution, so it is really nice, and we tried it out. It works perfect. And so I'm just going through the menu real quick and show you what's in here. There's our shooting modes, the image size. So it makes 16 megapixel images. It's pretty good. And, it's an autofocus, and you see it makes a 1920 by 1080 at 60 frames per second. It goes even up. If I make smaller videos, it goes even up to 120 frames per second, but they have a good quality and can capture even fast moving images. 60 frames per second is perfect for me. The old one, I know the battery lasted when we were shooting movies, about 30 minutes battery time, 30 minutes per movie. On this one, 20 minutes, that's it. I have two extra batteries for that, so that helps out a little bit. On the XP60, they had a little special USB connector in here, and the reason why it totally broke is because I fried it. I used the wrong cable for it. With the new one, it won't happen anymore. You have the normal, it comes with the normal mini USB, so you can use any mini USB, and I like that a lot, so I don't have to have extra cable for each camera. And it also came with this little strap here. That's a floating strap. Apparently when you dive and lose the camera, it goes back up. Usually I use my old WB100. This is also 6 or 7 years old, and we use this for our YouTube videos when it's not raining, or when you don't need a waterproof or dustproof camera. The problem with this camera was I don't take too much time. It uses AA batteries. Also 20 minutes on AA batteries, that's not good. We go through batteries a lot. So with that said, we come to the next item. Here we have the camera what replaces our workhorse, our Samsung B100. Our replacement is the Sony HD Handycam CX455. We went with the 455 for the main reason that it has an external microphone input. Most of the cameras didn't have that. There are other Sony cameras out there would have almost the same specs and resolution and so on, but they all don't have that external microphone input like this one, at least in this price class. It's hard to find any camera with external microphone input, and that was most important for us. That's why we paid a little bit more and bought the 455. We used that external microphone. We purchased this earlier. I used it on my cell phone. It worked perfect on my cell phone, so for the cell phone, this we use is an adapter. It comes with the microphone, plugs directly into the Handycam, so your voice is clear even when you drive and have the car and background noises in there. There's not much to say about it. It's a Handycam, easy to operate, one button to push, it records. For us, most importantly was that it has a long recording time, even with the off-brand battery I have in here. That's not the Sony one, that's one of the off-brand ones. I have 2 hours and 7 minutes left. I have in here a 64 gigabyte Samsung EVO mini SD card, and it gives me a recording time for over, well, roughly 8.5 hours. So this brings us to our next item. To extend my recording capabilities, I got these off-brand batteries here. You can see it says lithium-ion battery pack only on it. See, here's the manufacturer. They come 2 batteries with a charger, and I tested the battery, lasted well over an hour, and I still was not out of power. So I'm really happy with that. It comes with the charger and a USB cable, right? To charge your battery, you can use any USB cable. The only thing is, it don't come with a power supply for it, like a wall plug, right, where you plug it in. Not a problem for me. I have a USB power supply where I can plug 8 USB devices in to charge. But some people maybe say, wow, now I don't know what to do. Well, actually it needs only a 5 volt 1 amp input, right? So you can use your phone plug or anything else like this as a power supply. So there's no issue. If you have a cell phone, just use the plug. I don't know if it's safe. I would try it if you have nothing else handy. So I would say I give it only 4 stars, this one, because it don't come with a plug, power plug. There was none in it. I don't know if they forgot it, but I doubt it. I think it just don't come with one. The only thing is, don't plug it into your computer and charge the batteries. That's maybe not safe. You can really mess something up. that's for battery charging. That was what I use for batteries. So I never run out of battery power. Whoa, it's huge. You probably wonder with what I film here. No, it's like I said, the WB100 is out of batteries, middle and batteries died. So I just use a cheap sports camera here. And we open up this bag. A camera bag. There's not much I can say to it. I think it was $8 or $9. So, and for $8 or $9, there's not much anyone could complain. As long as my camera fits in there. That's the first test. You see, I just opened this thing. Comes with a strap, a divider, and the camera fits in there. Fits even that way in there. Look at this. Plenty of room. $8, and I have a bag for the camera. And room for other. I can put a second camera in here if I wanted to do so. And I have room for my batteries and any other items I fit. I don't think you can go wrong for $8. Has cushion in it. If you need some more cushion and have a small camera like this, just put some foam in there and you're good to go. Perfect item. I know these cameras are not for everyone, but they fulfill all the requirements I would like to have on a camera. It has a long battery life. That means 1 hour plus. That's what the Sony can do without a problem. And with the extra batteries, I can now film 3-4 more hours. And also my second requirement on this was that it needs to have an external microphone input, what the CX55 has. So the requirement what I had on this camera was that I'm able to film in HD at 60 frames per second. On the Fujifilm XP120, my requirements were that it had to be waterproof, dustproof, and the third requirement was that it has to be able to film HD video 60 frames per second. It's also met with that camera.